Amazing country out here, that's for sure. See a long way. Just got to concentrate right in one hand. It's not muddy today, but you can tell it was yesterday. The road was closed yesterday, but I'm sure some people tried to get through. Still a little bit soft in places though, that's for sure. You can feel it as you're riding over it, so like, ooh. 15 degrees now, so it's okay. And I've got a tail breeze. And I haven't got too far to go today. Maybe 50k, something like that. Well, it's 12 o'clock. Well, the roads out here definitely go for very long distance into the horizon. That was slowly getting there. It's not too bad, this road, all things considered. If it was any wetter, then yeah, it would be. It's a little bit soft in places, but it's not too bad. As the police officer said, 24 hours after the rain stops out here, generally the roads are okay again. Been a bit of traffic, not much, maybe 2 trucks and 4 cars, something like that. It's not too much. I'm just glad to be out here at the moment. At the moment. Nothing goes wrong. Whoa. It's tricky, those bits. One-handed. The Silver City Highway. I'm just about to enter the Lake Eyre Basin, so where all the water comes from, Lake Eyre. Just there. You're entering the Lake Eyre Basin, Cooper's Creek catchment. Very scenic out here, that's for sure. Into Sturt National Park we go. Just above my campground. Pretty nice, I think. Sturt National Park. Outback, New South Wales. This is called Warry Gate. I wasn't really sure why it was called Warry Gate, but now I understand. This is a dingo fence, I think. Pretty sure. And we're about to enter Queensland. Yippee! Beautiful one day, perfect the next. Yeah. Could be a bit warmer, but it's still okay. It's not too bad. Queensland border. Quarry crossing. Wild dog destruction board. Well, that's the dingo fence. To keep all the wild dogs out of the pastoral lands. So I guess I get to see dingoes up here. That's it. Excellent. Get warm now. Having crossed the border, it's become a lot more sandy, that's for sure. You've got to try and find the hard spots, or the bits without sand on, to get traction. So I'm just running Marathon Plus tyres at the moment, and yeah, the sandy bits are a little bit soft and it's hard to get grip. The flies are back too. Haven't had flies too bad until now. They just started to bit in your ears and your nose and your mouth and everywhere else. I guess it will progressively get worse and worse that way. I hope the sand doesn't get much worse, because it's okay at the moment, it's not too bad. And you look for the harder sections off the side almost, and you get grip. It's definitely changing. And there's cattle also now. Oh, this is Queensland now, Western Queensland, and they're in quite a severe drought too, as far as I know still. One thing about the Australian Outback, there's lots of flies. They get in your eyes, everywhere. Anyway, okay, you just deal with it as you have to. It's okay when it's just a tiny bit of sand. There's a hard surface underneath. But once it gets over about, I guess, an inch or 2.54 centimetres, it starts to, yeah, you turn your front wheel and you're straight over. So as long as you're going straight, keep that line, it's okay. But you go to turn and your front wheel just grabs. Yeah, got to be careful riding one-handed. These little middle sections, and even here. Anyway, it's definitely changing once again. I hope it doesn't become too much sand here, because even now it's becoming technically challenging to keep a straight wheel and get traction. It's even hard to film at the moment. See, you turn your front wheel and it's just over. Anyway, yeah, quite sandy at the moment. It's 4 o'clock. This is when I start to think about a campsite. There's horses for the next 8k, so I think I'd like to get that 8 kilometres done. I don't really like horses at night when you can. Anyway, so do another 8 kilometres and I'll find a campsite. It is quite sandy, it's quite technically challenging keeping a straight wheel. It's a lot of concentration. Sort of don't concentrate for a bit and then yeah, you're over. And I don't want to do an injury out here because yeah, it'd be complicated, that's for sure. It's 4:45. I kept going because there's a bull where I was about to camp, and I've had bad experiences in the past with bulls, so I've kept going a bit longer. I really better get a campsite soon. I think around this corner, if I can. Yes, I hope this sand doesn't get any thicker because it's 9k an hour at the moment. Not very fast pace, that's for sure. Just in Western Queensland and been listening to the dingoes howl this morning for the first time in a long time. Sun's just risen, there's not much warmth in it yet, hopefully there'll be a little bit more. Now it's 9 o'clock in the morning, Thursday. The date, oh, what's the date? You lose track of dates out here. I'd have to look. It's maybe the 4th or 5th of June. Back onto the long road. Corrugations and a bit of dust and sand. That's where the dingoes were howling this morning over that way. It's all good. Probably take another 2 days to get to water. I've got plenty of water, so it's all good. Now this road seems to change from the red dust sand to the lower bits like this of just sort of rocky gravel. These are the best, the rocky gravel, at least you can get grip and get through it. A little bit tricky on some of the red dust sand. It's remote out here, that's for sure. Had one car pass me today so far. A lot of kangaroos out here. It's a flat road out here, but it's still rocky. I'm only doing about 12, 13, 14 kilometres an hour. Well, I'm not expecting to break any speed records today. It's quite slow going. Yeah, 11k an hour. quite rocky out here. 16 degrees. That's pretty perfect. Dried up riverbeds. I imagine they flow at some stage. Pretty rarely. Now it's ever changing out here slowly. Flies at the moment. Now, unless you've got a bit of speed up, they just start coming in your eyes and your ears, and it's very frustrating in a sense. Slowly getting there. Won't get there tomorrow, but it's changed a lot, that's for sure. It was sandy, what's the name now? Now it's sort of rocky sandy, but not. There's these cockroaches. They just crawl across, and then you scare them a bit, and they put their back up. See? Big cockroaches, aren't they? There's a few little hills to the right. The main undulation today has been up and down to little creek crossings like this. There's been quite a few actually. Dip down to a creek crossing for a little bit and then back up out of it. I think there's about 2 more creek crossings, and then it should be over for the creek crossings, which means it should be faster travelling. With the flies up your nose and up and down, makes hard seeing, to tell you the truth. I'll be putting my fly net on tomorrow. Now they're the creek crossings. There's been lots and lots of them. There's no water in the creeks, but you just go down, then up, then down, then up. Well, it's after 4 PM, 7 hours of riding I've done, and the flies are driving me insane today, so it's time to find a campsite. And I think over here. Through here somewhere. A bit tricky, one-handed, but and the flies are in my eyes, so I'm blind. It's hard with the flies at the moment, it really is. But let's find a campsite over here somewhere. Well, sun's about to go down. I've just cooked my meal. I think I might go enjoy it. Okay, it's Friday the 5th of June, 14 degrees. And I'm hoping this is going to be a tough. Ramen cattle. Well, I've got Bitumen Road again, tail breeze for a little bit, and I'm almost up to the town of Nakundra. I think that's how you say it. And I'm doing 30k an hour. I've been doing 15 before that, and even less. What a difference a Bitumen Road makes, and a tail breeze. Well, this is the Nakundra Hotel. So I've made it to Nakundra. There's public showers there for $1 donation for Royal Flying Doctors, which is really good. Well, it's time for the fly net, because the flies have, yeah, there's lots of them. Lots and lots. There's millions. Got Bitumen Road now, but it's 200 kilometres to the next town, and then I think it might even be another 200 to the one after that before I get food, so hopefully I can get some kilometres done to get some food. The road's good, so see what we can get done, but it's already 10 to 3, and so I'll probably get to about 5 o'clock. Get maybe another 40k done. But even at this speed, I'm doing 40k an hour, and the flies are still here. They get in your slipstream, and they just jump on your back of your bags, your back, and yeah, you just can't get rid of them. Anyway. It's an early start this morning, 7:30 in the morning, 3 degrees, so quite cool. Unfortunately, my water filter didn't seem to be working yesterday, and it seems to be compromised, so my water doesn't look the best. So I've got about a litre of good water to do 80k. Today's one of those tough days when you've got very little water. Half a litre, 60k to go with water. Not the way I really like it, it's the way it turned out. So I'll make it, it does make it tough. Warmed up to 14 degrees now, so temperature's okay now. You have all these little kangaroos on the side of the road, all along. There's lots of them. They normally bolt off. It's about 15 kilometres to town. I'm very tired because I've had very little water. That's the last of my real fresh water. Tough at the moment. Wedge-tail eagles, Western Queensland, they're all over the roadkills just constantly. Normally they take off. This one's just flown a little bit away and he's in good light. Things are all good now. I got water at Eromanga, I think that's how you say the town. Got some water there. Well, that was hard, that last 80k with 1 litre. But take this for an expense. I got 4 Snickers bars, pack of chips, just the small ones, can of baked beans, and a steak sandwich. Guess how much? $52. That's not cheap buying a can of Coke. $52. But anyway, food ain't cheap out here. Oh, it's camp. I think in here looks pretty nice to me. The sun's setting on another day, which had highs and downs and everything. It's all good now. I'm onto fuel now, by the way. I was using gas originally to start with, and I just converted it over to fuel. There's no gas out here you can buy. So I'm onto fuel now for my stove, and it's the first time I've used it, but it worked fine. It's good. Chinese version too. Sunrise this morning's a nice one. Love the pink sky in the morning. Along this section of the highway, there's all this oil being extracted out of the ground every couple kilometres or so. I'm battling a headwind again today, which makes progress quite slow. And I'm aiming for a town for a supermarket, 85k from here. It's be a touch and go whether I make it or not. And tomorrow's a public holiday, Queen's birthday weekend, so the shops may not be open. Oh well, keep trudging on and see where we end up. Great to see squirrels. Don't know what they eat. There must be something. Well, my plight is climate change, CO2 friendly. Look at it. Trees out here, drought. It's all dying. A slow death. Now this is what I like to see. These rocky escarpments and that. The outback, they just look so, I don't know, magnificent, majestic. I don't know what the word is, but anyway. And then you got kangaroos just there hopping past. Yeah. I think here would be a nice place for a camp. It's a nice escarpment. And on the other side there's another one, so that'll get the sun in the morning. There's a few trees here for shade and plenty of phone reception. I've got my solar charging, guess where? Can you see it? Let's zoom in. Won't get much more time anyway. It's probably a little bit silly, but there's my solar. Beautiful, isn't it? I better get my tent up though. Pretty nice. It's very dry.